There was a time when cars weren't just for getting from point A to B. They were Sunday drives, first dates, road trips, and status symbols. Gleaming beasts of chrome and steel, built with flair, not algorithms. The 1950s gave us some of the most unforgettable car designs in American history, and with them, a collection of wild, wonderful features you'll never find on today's roads. Today, on Golden Hour Rewind, we're looking back at 10 car features from the 1950s that have completely vanished, but never from our memories. 1. Tailfins that touched the sky, inspired by fighter jets and rockets. Tailfins weren't just decoration, they were a symbol of American optimism. Cadillac, Buick, even Chevy, everyone raced to make their fins bigger, bolder, and more futuristic. By the end of the decade, some of these cars looked ready to take off. But by the early 60s, the space race was real, and people wanted more sleek than flashy. The fins faded, but boy were they fun while they lasted. 2. Chrome that blinded you in sunlight. Car companies used chrome like seasoning. A little was never enough. Chrome bumpers, chrome dashboards, chrome hub. The 1950s went full shine. You'd walk by a 57 Bel Air and practically see your future in the reflection. Eventually those safety, costs, and changing tastes brought in the matte and plastic era. But nothing says classic American steel like chrome on a summer day. 3. Front bench seats made for cuddling before center consoles took over. Bench seats ruled the front row. Couples could slide right up next to each other. Especially at the drive-in, there was something cozy, something romantic about it. Today's bucket seats may be ergonomic, but they'll never be as warm. That extra seat wasn't just for passengers, it was for memories. Just a solid twist and a growl from the engine. 4. Keyed ignitions on the dashboard. In the 50s, you started your car with a proper key, usually right on the dash. No buttons, no fobs, no fingerprint sensors. There was a sense of ritual to it. Now, starting your car feels like opening an app. But back then, that twist of the wrist meant freedom. 5. Ashtrays and cigarette lighters in every door. Back then, smoking wasn't just common, it was built into the car. You'd find chrome ashtrays in every passenger door, sometimes even in the back of the front seats. Hidden gas caps and that little push-in lighter. It was practically a rite of passage. Of course, times changed, and for good reason, but those built-in details were a window into the culture of the day. 6. Designers in the 50s had fun hiding gas caps behind taillights, under real license plates, even behind chrome trim. It was part function, part magic trick. Pulling open a taillight to reveal the fuel inlet felt like unlocking a secret. Today's cars are all about efficiency. But back then, even the gas cap had style. Room to rest your arm, spin with flair, or hang your fuzzy dice. 7. Giant steering wheels you could lean on in the 1950s. Steering wheels were huge, sometimes 18 inches wide or more. There was no power steering in early models, so that extra size gave you leverage.
Sure.
Just give it a crank. But they also gave you space. Today's wheels are compact and efficient, but those big old rings, they were part of the show. 8. Manual crank windows roll down the window. It wasn't fast, but it was satisfying. No motors to brake, no buttons to fail. Kids in the back seat would play with them for hours. Today, manual windows are a rare sight, but for those who remember, they were part of the charm. 9. Column shifters that clicked into place. Instead of between the seats, gear shifts in the 50s were often mounted on the steering column. It kept the front bench seat wide open and gave a satisfying clunk as you shifted into drive. For many, learning to drive meant learning the rhythm of that column shifter. It's nearly extinct today, but it once ruled the roads. 10. No seatbelts, just steel and luck. It's hard to believe now, but most 1950s cars had no seatbelts at all. Or if you just wish you did, drop a comment below. Or if they did, no one used them. Safety was an afterthought. Style was everything. Big metal dashboards, no airbags, and kids riding up front like co-pilots. Dangerous, sure, but also unforgettable. A time before everything was measured, padded, and digital. Cars today are faster, safer, and smarter, no doubt about it. But something special got left behind. The soul, the swagger, the hands-on joy of the drive. If you remember any of these features, let us know what you'd bring back if you could. And if you love remembering the way things used to be, hit that like button, subscribe to Golden Hour Rewind, and take the next ride.